Hey, life speakers, Isaiah 40:31 in the CSB version says, "But those who trust in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not become weary. They will walk and not faint." I'm here to tell you it's time to soar. Isaiah 40:31 is a verse all about outcomes. This verse is explaining the benefits we will receive when we follow the process of trusting the Lord. So what does it mean to trust in the Lord? When you trust in the Lord, you rely on the integrity, strength, ability, and surety of God and His Word. When you trust in the Lord, you have confident expectation that He keeps His promises. When you trust in the Lord, you have firm belief that no matter how things appear, how you feel, or what others are saying, things will still work together for your good. So what are the outcomes? This verse promises us that when we trust in the Lord, 4 things will happen. Number 1, our strength will be renewed. 2, we will soar on wings like eagles. 3, we will run and not become weary. 4, we will walk and not faint. So when you trust in the Lord, the first thing that's going to happen is that your strength will be renewed. You're going to feel refreshed because now you understand that the battle is not yours, but it's the Lord's. Now, what happens after your strength gets renewed? Next, you're going to soar. Somebody say, it's time to soar. This is where I want to focus. So God gave me an acronym for the word soar because that's what it's time for us to do. It's time for us to soar. So SOAR stands for see, open, act, and rise. S is for see. See yourself as God sees you. He sees you healed, whole, delivered, and set free. He sees you abundantly supplied, blessed, strong, capable, full of potential. You are chosen. O is for open. Open your ears, your eyes, your heart, and your mind to the new opportunities God has for you. God is doing a new thing. So as doors of opportunity open, walk through them by faith. A is for act. Act like you believe what God is doing in your life. Act like you belong there, kings and queens. How do you act like you believe? Start with your words. The things that I am declaring about you today, you need to start declaring over yourself. Speak, seek, and do. Speak the word of God. Seek the will of God for your life and then do it. Just do whatever the Lord instructs. Finally, R, rise. Rise and realize. Rise to the challenge and realize why you are here. Realize the reason for your renewed strength is that whenever your strength is renewed, it's preparing you for more victory, for a bigger assignment. See, you're blessed to be a blessing. You are being encouraged so that you can encourage someone else. You are learning to soar so that someone else will see what God is doing in your life and believe and trust God to do the same thing for them. It's time to soar. So what happens when you soar? Well, let's go back to the eagle for a minute. What happens when an eagle soars? Instead of flapping his wings, he relies on rising air currents to gain altitude. Wow. That happens for us too. But instead, for you and me, we're relying on God and His promises. And as we do this, just like the eagle gains altitude over what's on the ground, we gain ascendancy over our circumstances. Just like the eagle, the higher we go, the more perspective we receive. The more perspective we receive, the more our adversities decrease in strength, and the more our challenges are dominated by our faith. So when we trust God first, He renews our strength. Next, we are able to soar, which means see ourselves as God sees us, open ourselves to new opportunities, act on His word, and then rise and realize that when we trust God, we're providing an example for others to follow. I'm Wilma Hollis, and it is time for you to soar. Keep the faith, life speakers.